Now I want to go back to the Civil War here. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among them is life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know, these words were spoken by Lincoln at a time when nearly half of the country owned slaves. Now think about this. All men are created equal? Well, if you were an African American, you weren't treated equally. I mean, it's hard to be happy when you're a slave. As Lincoln mentioned, he was riding down the road one time, he saw a bunch of slaves shackled together with their hands and feet in chains. He referred to them as so many fish on a line. He knew it wasn't right. And the hypocrisy of our nation back then. You know, Lincoln believed the Civil War was God's judgment on America for slavery. Yes, he really did. Lincoln viewed slavery as a moral, social, and political evil. But yet there was what I call a lying deception that nearly half the country, the people that owned slaves, did not view slavery as a moral, social, and political evil. They did not view the war as a fight to set men free from slavery. They viewed the Civil War, those that owned slaves, viewed it more as states' rights, their right to a lifestyle that they didn't want to give up. I mean, after all, if you're sitting on a plantation drinking an ice cold glass of tea with lemon, smoking your pipe, and you got free labor, that's a lifestyle right there. So I'm just saying, the people that owned slaves did not view it as slavery as a moral, social, and political evil. And yet we look back at that time and I say, how could they not have seen this? A house divided cannot stand. Back then it was brother against brother. Half the nation was living in ignorance. But there was only one right side of the fence to be on. Slavery was evil. It was wrong. And today we have a house divided. The push against socialism, which is the side that I'm on, the push against socialism, and then you have the other side who is for this global socialism. And I'm telling you, history has a way of repeating itself. It really does. And I think it's sad. I think it's sad that people, either they are asleep and they're not looking at it in the right way, they're not awake, they've been drifted off into a stupor, not realizing the stakes is what we're faced with. We're on the verge of giving up our freedom for socialism. And I hope this has explained the futility of socialism. And if you don't understand the things that I've told you today, you are living in ignorance. You're living in ignorance. Anyway, just remember, history has a way of repeating itself, and a house divided against itself cannot stand. We have to get on the right side of the fence. We really do. And I'm asking you to push against this driven force that is out there, trying to sell a nation that was based on freedom for socialism. Fight against it with all your might. I'm David Freeman, and that's what's really in your Bible.